Hey guys, this is Frankie, CigarNews.com. I'm sitting here with Steve Saka, the CEO of Drew Estate Cigars. Steve, go ahead and just take a second and tell the people what we got here.
Well, Drew Estate is, we're kind of a different cigar company. We make the infused stuff, we make the traditional stuff. It always cracks me up because people think we're like the ones that are like the super marketers or super this and super that, but we're really very old school in our approach to everything. One of the things that separates us is we don't launch a lot of new brands. We try to make a brand with purpose every time. A lot of companies every year they release 4, 5, 7 new things. They got a lot of buzz going on. We really focus on trying to make something that we really think consumers are going to like 3, 4, 5 years from now. And last year was a big year for us. We launched 2 new brands. We launched My Uzi Weighs a Ton, and we launched Undercrown. It's the first time ever in our history we did 2 brands. So this year we're retrenching a little bit. We're just trying to take a step back to make sure that we're getting the stuff right. So it isn't as exciting a year release-wise as other years, but we do have a few new goodies on the table. Probably the one that's getting the most interest, and it's kind of surprising, is this product called Papas Fritas. Papas Fritas is a pretty simple concept. It's every cigar factory, when you manufacture long fill handmade cigars, you always end up with table trimmings. You've got the ciabatta cut, the tuck cut, you always end up with these pieces of 2 and 3 inch tobacco. And what you do in a factory environment is you take those and you make sandwich fuma cigars out of them. In our case, in our factory, it's La Vieja Habana. Nicholas, my director of production, we were talking about it, and we were starting to feel like, what a waste. We keep making La Vieja Habana a better and better and better cigar because we're scooping all this great Liga tobacco. And we spend so much time, so we said, hey, why don't we just try to make a Liga Fuma? And it was a great idea, and we made them, and they were fantastic, but then they sucked. And then they were good again, and then they sucked, and then they were mediocre. The problem was, the Liga tobaccos were so diverse that when they weren't used in the right proportion, it just wasn't tasting good. And the inconsistency of making a traditional sandwich style cigar wasn't working. So in typical Drew Estate fashion, we took something that was very, very simple and we made it very, very difficult. What we do now is we take all the table trimmings every day off the Liga tables, and then we sort them back in their individual leaf varieties and their individual thicknesses. And then we ribbon cut those tobaccos, and we basically blend each of the Papas Fritas one by one at the table using the individual filler ingredients. So it's like the world's most complex short filler cigar ever made. It's craziness. The other thing that we did that's a lot different is we loaded up the heads with medium filler, so you don't end up getting those little bits in your mouth that you're used to. So it's a very unique cigar. It tastes like a Liga. It's got all the flavor. It burns about 35-40 minutes. It holds about a 1-inch ash. I mean, they're really, really delicious. Now, whether they're going to sell or not, I don't know. My attitude is if they don't sell, we'll just keep putting the tobacco in La Vieja Habana. But I think they're going to sell. In fact, I think they're going to sell to the point that I think they could actually cut into Dirty Rat sales. They're that type of cigar. They're almost too nice.
Steve, man, we appreciate it.
No,
this is an honor for me.
No, man, the honor's all mine, man.
Get this stuff out to you guys. Guys, this is CigarNews.com, hanging out with Steve Saka, Drew Estate. Thanks, guys.